So here are 14 obscure Premier League players you forgot to score at the 2018 World Cup and where they are now. Number 1. Ricardo Costa. The Portuguese winger has had a curious career, which included a 6-month loan spell at Chelsea where he failed to live up to expectations, and that pretty much sums up his whole career. But in 2018 he finally made it to the elite competition, finally making the Portugal squad for the World Cup. And he took his opportunity, scoring one of the goals of the tournament against Iran, a stunner with the outside of his right foot into the top corner to seal their place in the round of 16. Nowadays Quaresma is playing for Kasımpaşa in Turkey, but the 35-year-old could become a free agent at the end of the season. Whenever that is. Number 2. Iago Aspas. A man who has done sensational things since leaving Anfield, Iago Aspas' time at Liverpool is simply remembered for one of the worst corner kicks in Premier League history. The forward lasted just a year at Anfield before leaving on loan, and then permanently in 2015. He scored just one goal for Liverpool, but when he returned to Celta Vigo he was on fire again, and was named in Spain's 2018 World Cup squad. He would score as well, netting a dramatic late equaliser against Morocco with a backheel to put Spain through to the next round. There they met Russia, where Aspas sadly missed a penalty in the shootout. Still with Celta Vigo, Aspas has scored 9 La Liga goals in 26 appearances this season. Number 4. Ahmed Musa. Speaking of Leicester, Ahmed Musa is another former Fox who found the net at the 2018 World Cup. In fact, Musa would score twice for the Super Eagles in Russia, scoring both goals in a 2-0 win over Iceland in the group stage. That's exactly how many Premier League goals he scored for Leicester as well, an underwhelming signing following their title win in 2016. In the year 2020, Musa is playing at a much lower standard, playing his trade in Saudi Arabia for Al Nassr, where his teammates include former Liverpool stopper Brad Jones and Watford winger Nordin Amrabat. Paulinho. A big money signing for Tottenham in 2013, Paulinho actually had a decent first year in North London, scoring 6 times. But the year after he featured less, and in the summer of 2015 he was on the move, joining Gangju Evergrande and taking his talents to the Far East. He'll go down as a Premier League flop, but was that really the case? He somehow ended up at Barcelona and scored a fair few there as well, but he's now back in China, taking in his 3rd spell at Gangju Evergrande, where he's won 3 league titles. But at the World Cup in 2018 he was a goal scorer, netting a delicate lob over the Serbian goalkeeper to kick off a 2-0 win for the Samba Stars. Carlos Vela. This man should have become a Premier League regular for Arsenal, but for whatever reason it didn't work out. He failed to really break into the starting 11, making sporadic appearances before going out on loan multiple times. Once he went to West Brom and scored twice, but his 2011 move to Real Sociedad was career defining. He would earn a permanent move to Spain and finally start to achieve his potential, for club but not country. However, he was at the 2018 World Cup as part of an impressive Mexico squad and got his one and only World Cup goal from the spot against South Korea. Now he's playing in the MLS, netting a ridiculous amount of goals for Los Angeles, and proving that maybe he ended his La Liga career a bit too early. Shinji Kagawa. Our 14th and final player, Shinji Kagawa, is a man who should have done so much more at Manchester United, having been an absolute superstar for Borussia Dortmund. But after just 2 seasons at Old Trafford he was back in the yellow and black, not quite the force he once was. But at the 2018 World Cup, Kagawa was on the score sheet for Japan for the 31st time in his career, netting the coolest penalty you'll see ever against Colombia. Okay, it was just a normal penalty, never mind. Nowadays he's playing in the Spanish second tier for Real Zaragoza, with the hat-trick against Norwich merely a part of the distant past.